In the shadowy corridors of America's most dangerous prisons, a movement was born. Unlike the typical street gangs that thrive on territorial disputes and drug profits, the Black Guerrilla Family, BGF, was founded on a vision, a blend of revolutionary ideology and ruthless criminal enterprise. More than just a gang, the BGF presents itself as a militant organization committed to overthrowing the U.S. government, with deep ties to political activism, organized crime, and violent extremism. But how did a radical prison movement transform into one of America's most feared criminal syndicates? What led the BGF from the words of revolution to the business of drugs, extortion, and murder? And how does this organization continue to evolve in the modern world of cybercrime and international cartels? Today, we unravel the story of the Black Guerrilla Family, its bloody origins, brutal expansion, and lasting impact on the American underworld. The birth of the Black Guerrilla Family. 1966, California prisons. The mid-1960s were a period of political upheaval in the United States. The civil rights movement was in full force, and racial tensions boiled over into violence and protest. Amid this chaos, a radical figure emerged within the prison system. George Jackson, a charismatic, militant thinker who would forever change the landscape of organized crime. Jackson was no ordinary prisoner, a gifted writer and revolutionary. He was drawn to the teachings of Marxism, Black nationalism, and Maoist ideology. He envisioned a prison movement that would unite Black inmates under a cause greater than survival, a fight against systemic oppression. Thus, in 1966, the Black Guerrilla Family was born inside San Quentin State Prison. Unlike traditional gangs, which formed for protection and control, BGF was founded as a revolutionary political group with an explicit goal: the violent overthrow of the U.S. government. Structured like a paramilitary force, BGF operated under a strict code of conduct. Loyalty above all else, death before dishonor, total commitment to the Black liberation struggle, its members swore an oath to the cause, binding them in blood. And while BGF preached political ideals, its methods were anything but ideological. The gang quickly became known for its brutal enforcement tactics, assassinations, and deadly feuds with rival groups. George Jackson and the bloodshed behind BGF's rise to power was marked by violence and tragedy. Much of it centered around its enigmatic founder, George Jackson. Jackson's incarceration for armed robbery in 1961 was just the beginning. Behind bars, he became a prominent writer and political figure, penning the influential book Soledad Brother. His words inspired countless activists outside prison walls, including members of the Black Panther Party, who saw him as a revolutionary hero. However, Jackson's notoriety made him a target. His involvement in the Soledad Brothers case, in which 3 inmates were accused of murdering a prison guard in retaliation for Black prisoners' deaths, set off a firestorm. Then came August 21st, 1971. That day, in what remains one of the most infamous prison break attempts in American history, Jackson allegedly smuggled a gun into San Quentin and attempted a violent escape. In the ensuing shootout, several guards and inmates were killed, and Jackson himself was shot in the head by a tower guard. His death cemented his legacy as a martyr, but it also fueled the radicalization of BGF, pushing it further toward extremism and criminality. Expansion beyond prisons, the drug trade, extortion, and crime. With Jackson gone, BGF lost its ideological compass. What remained was an organization without a leader, but with an iron grip on the prison system. By the late 1970s and 1980s, BGF had morphed from a political group into a full-scale criminal enterprise. The gang expanded its influence beyond California prisons. infiltrating urban communities and engaging in drug trafficking, heroin, crack cocaine, and later methamphetamine, extortion of inmates and businesses, murder-for-hire operations, weapons smuggling. BGF leaders realized that, to survive, they needed money. And nothing brought in revenue like the drug trade. Partnering with Mexican cartels, the Crips, Bloods, and even outlaw biker gangs, BGF became a major player in the crack cocaine epidemic that devastated black communities in the 1980s. Wars, alliances, and rivalries. BGF versus the Aryan Brotherhood, Mexican Mafia, and more. BGF's growing power also made it a target. One of the gang's fiercest battles has been with the Aryan Brotherhood AB, a violent white supremacist prison gang. The racially charged war between BGF and AB has claimed countless lives over the decades, leading to riots, assassinations, and federal crackdowns. At the same time, BGF has maintained an uneasy alliance with La IM, the Mexican Mafia, a relationship based more on business than ideology. These prison politics have shaped the gang's identity, ensuring that it remains both feared and respected. The modern-day BGF, cybercrime, money laundering, and federal cases in the 21st century, BGF has continued to evolve, with many of its original leaders either dead or serving life sentences. Younger members have turned to digital crime, white-collar fraud, and cyber scams. The FBI and DEA have launched multiple RICO cases against BGF, with some of the most notable occurring in 2009 Maryland. Dozens of high-ranking BGF members were arrested for running a multi-million-dollar heroin operation. 2013 Baltimore. BGF members infiltrated prisons, bribing guards, and controlling entire facilities. 2017 present. Ongoing investigations into BGF's involvement in cryptocurrency laundering and darknet drug sales. Despite these crackdowns, BGF remains a force in the criminal underworld. Can the Black Guerrilla Family be stopped? The Black Guerrilla Family is more than just a gang. It is a living testament to the intersection of politics, crime, and race in America. From its revolutionary origins to its criminal empire, BGF has left an indelible mark on American history. But the question remains, can law enforcement ever truly dismantle BGF? Or will it continue to thrive in the shadows, adapting with each generation? Only time will tell. Subscribe for more true crime documentaries. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below.